that first inning, and then you knock the starter out, which is the goal, and then the next guy comes in. It's pretty good.
He was really good. That's what it looks like. His velocity wasn't about velocity. It was about command of 3 pitches and worked the bottom of the zone in and out and kept us off balance, and did a tremendous job. We scored 4 and hit a double. Graybeck leads the next inning off and with a double, and then we had 3 crummy at bats. And I didn't think we were very competitive after that, and I think LeBron had a lot to do with that. And Wells certainly looked the part too to close it out in the last 5 outs.
A couple balls, and that one to center was longer than you normally see here, and they get 2 swings to get their 5 runs.
Yeah, and it was a 1-0 breaking ball that he left up, and the guy punished it. I thought Cole did fine. The 3-2 pitch the kid hits out, that kind of caught me by surprise too. The 9 guy hitting one out. And, the conditions when it gets warmer and the wind's blowing, it's more conducive to that. And tip your cap to both Roberts and what's the other kid's name, Norris or Brooks. Saw him put on a display in batting practice, so I knew he was dangerous, and Cole left that up. I got out. It should have been a stewardess on that one.
After some tough, kind of close games for you guys, how do you create momentum heading into this weekend in the Civil War?
Well, I don't know. Winning helps out. We got our work cut out for us. When we scheduled these 2 games, the mindset was that it might help us, and it really just dug the hole deeper. And now we need to hang our hat on. We got 9 conference games left. I don't know if our body of work. Well, I know our body of work outside of conference isn't going to get us in, so it's going to have to be against 3 very good teams, starting with Oregon State, and then Arizona, who's playing very well and swept Oregon State, and then ending at Stanford, which is not an easy thing to do either. So it's a difficult challenge, but I know my guys are going to look forward to the challenge. Going over to Goss is, I'm sure they'll have a lot of presents for us over there and stuff. And, it should be a fun series. They're usually a great series, and make no mistake about it, both teams have a lot at stake for the series. So.
Talking with Cole, he just said that Friday is going to be the most important day for you guys in a long time to kind of create that momentum and hopefully sweep the series. Do you talk with your team at all about how important these games are kind of getting down the stretch, or do you just think that they know what the importance is?
Yeah, we've reminded them about it a lot. We actually call the league, the 30 games in league or the 30-game World Series. You might give away one or not be ready to play one early, and you go, oh, but that might cost you. We have actually had that cost us a championship in 12, and I think it was 12 where we lost a game to Utah, and I didn't think early, and we kind of fumbled around and made some errors, and ultimately we finished 1 game out of first place. So that was our one opportunity to win a conference championship. We still have a chance to win the conference championship, with the way things are going now. Easier said than done. We've got to beat 3 good teams and handle our end of the bargain. But we've been talking about in May that we're fighting for our season, and unfortunately they've all been the biggest game of the year. And these 2 games that the Zags beat us in, and they flat out beat us, were the biggest games of the year. Now we got one on Friday.
You feel like that margin for error's gotten down to, you guys have been 2 out and you're still only 3 out, but at some point here got to get a sweep or string together a couple of series in a row to get it going.
Yeah, easier said than done. And it's hard to talk about sweeps, but we've got 9 games left, and that's what I'm going to tell my guys. And it wasn't for lack of effort. I was really impressed with their personality and their energy yesterday in what could have been a flat game. There was nothing to root about after the first inning tonight, essentially, except for maybe the back end of with Cole going out there and giving us some outs, and Nagosic was just filthy. But there wasn't a whole lot to root about. But I commend my guys. It was a tough stretch, and we thought we were worthy of being able to compete, and unfortunately it worked against us. So now, I don't think it's the right kind of language or process to talk about sweeping a good baseball team like Oregon State. You just start with the first pitch on Friday and stay in process, and hopefully you look up at the end of the game on Friday and you got one, and then you work on the second one on Saturday.
The way Cole's going now, you feel pretty confident throwing him out kind of after his last 2 starts and tonight, but kind of a Friday night guy? Or
Yeah, I
the way
hope
he's
so.
pitching
You
right
know,
now?
again, it's we'll see how we handle it. You know, the Beavers are trying to get off the deck. I don't know if they won tonight or not.
They won 7-5 in the ninth.
Oh, they were. So
Yeah.
they've hit the skids too. We rode on the plane with them, and anyway, it's not going to make anything more cordial. It's still the Civil War, and there's a lot at stake for both teams. Their fans are going to be ready, and we got our work cut out for us. And I think both teams are capable of playing a lot better than what they're playing. So I think the team that gets a handle on the game first has the best chance of winning the series.
You guys on the same flight back from Arizona?
Yeah,
How's that?
we thought we should have taken a charter. It would have been a lot nicer. It was all right. Both of us had our heads down.
Yeah.
We won one game on Sunday, so I know they're a prideful program. So whether it's at Arizona or at anywhere, that they were disappointed. They had lost 3 games, and we had won 1 out of 3. So neither one of us were throwing a party.
You said you saw energy in your guys. When you look at their body language, you still see like there's confidence in these guys.
Yeah, I'm proud of them. Whenever you don't play well, we made a couple errors that got away from us. We had a base running mistake. We didn't get a lot of hits after the first inning and first hitter of the second inning. So we didn't have, four base runners basically. Well, 5 with Riste getting a CI. So we had 5 base runners, and from nobody out and the top of the second on, and not a lot to cheer about when it's like that. And it wasn't a case of there was no intensity or intent or wanting to win or all that. And I was doing my best from a defensive side to hold them at bay, because I didn't think that runs were going to be coming like as easy as they came early. We took advantage of it early. That maybe we run the bases a little smarter, and instead of getting 4, maybe we got more in the first. But we went for it, and that stuff like that happened. So it wasn't complacency. It wasn't lack of respect for the Zags or anything like that. It was just LeBron and Wells did a tremendous job of keeping us off base.
Is Cisnero all right?
Yeah, I don't know what he's been nursing that hip. Hopefully he's okay. We need him this weekend for sure.
Thanks so much, George.
Thank you. Okay.